Hi everyone, today's tutorial is going to be on these little itty bitty tiny dots, and they're in the roses and then in the middle of the daisies, and they are called French knots. I filled these in on here because with the light colored string and how I only used 2 or 3 strands in these, I didn't want to try to show you on the actual pattern, but on my practice hoop, and so we are going to use this one. These are a little, they'll just take some practice, but they're not that complicated once you figure it out. And so what you do is obviously start with a knot. I'm going to be using all 6 strands, and like I said, with your actual pattern, you're probably only going to use 2 or 3 in the middle of your flowers. I'm just going to do it over here to start. So you are coming up, and then what I do is I hold this over my hand, and you are going to wrap it around, and this is where there's lots of manipulations. To do this, I'm going to go around 2 times. See how it's wrapped around that needle? And then you are going to go back down either the same hole or very, very close by. Now here's where it gets a little tricky. See, it's wrapped around the needle, it's going down, and I am going to pull it taut, but not like too hard, and you kind of have to sometimes pop it through, and you just pull, pull, pull. You hold it, again, like kind of taut, but not too hard. And then you just let it go, and it makes this little knot. I suggest on your pattern to use 2 or 3 strands of your really light colored cream floss, and then go around 2 times. Right now I'm just did 1 time on this one. You'll kind of see some patterns even have you do like 6 times around. It just manipulates the size and how it is. It's really fun for kind of a full look, like maybe for a hydrangea flower. Ooh, see, it gets really tight. Let me see if I can even pull this one through. So, okay, finally got it through. This is, yeah, it's just gonna be full. You can kind of see the different sizes. It's not focusing great, but you can kind of see. So again, in the middle of your flower, you will come up, like I said, wrap around 2 times, 1, 2, and you're gonna go back down, either the same hole or really close. You're gonna pull that tight. So you don't want a big bubble between like this part. You want that to be fairly close, so that when you're pulling it through, it looks nice. So again, this will take a little bit of practice, but I think you guys can all do this. In the middle of the daisy, I just have 1 of the knots. And then in the middle of like the bigger roses, I have maybe 3 knots in there. It's really, like this one's small, I only have 1. It's really your manipulation. Some people kind of sprinkle them all around their whole pattern. If you wanted to do that, that's totally, again, your call. But that is the last stitch on the tutorial. We will have one more video to kind of show how to finish up your embroidery hoop and what to do with it next.